Now then guys, now we're back. So this is where we're at with the bird feeders. I've had loads of bread and stuff, you know, like left over from Christmas. So I've basically been stuffing them in, you know, where you put the fat balls in the long bird feeders. So we've got one up, well, we've got that one there, we've got one up there, one on the side there. They're full with fat balls as well down there. This one's got a treat of peanuts in it. And that one has just got normal bird food in it. Same with that one up there. So when I step back a bit, you can see all the bird feeders are there. That's brilliant. Plus I've also spoiled them and put some nuts and stuff in there. Don't know if you could see that or not. I put some nuts and stuff in there anyway, so let's see if we can get that back. That's it. You can hear the birds now actually. Here we are. Got one there coming down now. You can hear them. It sounds lovely. I could sit here all day long, but I can't. I wish I could. So then, here look. I'll just show you something quickly. Look at all camera equipment and everything I have there. Just to try and keep you lot happy. I've got an Action 5, spare batteries there, Osmo 3 in that one, got DJI mics with extra batteries, and one of these handheld ones. It's got a DJI handheld. I can use my mobile phone in that one actually. That's pretty good, you know, if you want to just do some quick filming. Got some tripods, battery and remote watches down there for press and record. Anyway, just thought I'd bore you to death quickly with that. But yeah, there's about £3 worth of kit there and all in all. Yeah, so birdie feeders have been done, so that's a good job. So I have my guard dog with me today, Jessie. You alright, Jess? You alright, girl? So, with it being winter and the normal weathers, raining, rain and more rain, we have full IBCs. So, we'll just walk round here, shed's open. I've been feeding the birds and doing some stuff. So yeah, we've got full IBCs there, so that's good news. So we're full of water there. So full of water in that horrible metal bath, and full of water here in the containers and everything. So yeah. What a lovely day it is. What a lovely day. Down here on the allotments at Andy's BCA. Are we gonna get the face track? Let's have a look. Yeah, so there we are. So at the moment I'm just gonna just bear with me a minute. Are we back? There we are, back to the land of the living. What it is, I have to put this face track crappy thing on camera, so it follows me round. So anyway, so as anybody that knows me, I don't do DIY. So I'm gonna make an attempt into taking the window measurements, because if you remember, it was catastrophe. It was. So 2 foot by 2 foot. Well, that's interesting. That's 24 inches. 23, 24, 2 foot. That's interesting. So, first piece of glass. First piece. Well, actually, it's an interesting comment actually, but I'm not going to have glass in case this happens again. I'm going to get some like plastic perspex. So that's 24 inch by 24 inch. Basically 2 foot by 2 foot. That's brilliant. Right. So again, right, so I need 4 pieces of glass, because they're 2 foot by 2 foot on them doors. Not pieces of glass, is it? It's plastic. Because they're all the same size. And then I've got this, I've got a middle section. It's funny, isn't it, when you look at it, really, because that's a door. Come out, Jess. That's a bloody greenhouse door, isn't it? Look at it, it's well flimsy. So I've got a piece of glass in here. If I move that, nine inch by 2 foot, 24 inch by 9 inch. So I need 2 pieces of plastic, 24 inch long, 9 inch deep, or length, long, width, right, there we go. So we got that one sorted. That's the front greenhouse doors. What you'll see is, you'll see another video of me putting the plastic in probably, so we'll just move them because they're only light and flimsy at the moment, because they've got no plastic in. I'll just put them, I'll leave them down there so they can't do any damage or anything. So yeah, it's dead interesting. So at least that's a job that's been done by now. Anyway, so looking into greenhouses, yeah, I'll just show you. So we've got a chilli plant there that seems to have survived. That ain't done too bad. And I got a chilli plant there. I was having an experiment and I thought, and I've got one down there as well. Do you know what? They're not that bad. And I might be able to. Look at this one here, look. Oh, it's, yeah, right. Yeah, look at that one there. That's not bad, is it? You know, these ones are knackered. I left about 6 in the pots here. I just thought, oh, I'd leave them in, you know what I mean? But I thought, you know, I'll just leave them in. And you can still use 1 or 2 chilies off them. There's nothing wrong with them. You could, or at least take the seeds out of them, you know. You can take the seeds out of these. There's no problem at all. And just turning the camera down there. Actually, talking about seeds, I'll have to get out that sun. You must be getting excited this time of year, because if you grow chilies, tomatoes and cucumbers like me, now's the time to be germinating some of your seeds. Definitely your chilies. You want your chili seeds germinating any time now. Get them started, get them germinated. We'll do another video later on about germinating seeds, yeah, how I do it, the process of germinating the seeds and getting the seeds going. And when they get about that big, they can go into the soil, can't they? Into the seed soil, dead thin soil, yeah. Place them in the soil, yeah. Keep them a nice temperature. I mean, I can't believe today, it must be 10 degrees today in Morecambe, so... And little things, right, preparation for your allotment, right, little things like this. See that? Eggshells. Eggshells there, yeah. Crush them up. Use them as nutrients, you know, as like a fertiliser. Put them into your soil. That puts the calcium. That supports calcium into your feed, and add it to your soil anyway. Crush it up into a fine, or you can just like chuck it on your compost pit heap as well. Yeah, dead easy, dead easy. Can't believe the weather today. We're well lucky. See how long that lasts. It's a shame really with the greenhouses off, because the doors are off. I've got something decided to be a phantom plant there, so yeah, so it's a shame really with the doors being off and everything, but we'll just have to make do for now. I'm quite surprised that some of them chili plants have still survived anyway. I'm dead interested. What's also interesting is, I'm trying to block that sun out by the way, there's a lot of these cuttings that I've made in these pots here, so they still seem to be, and they were the fuchsia cuttings. Go on, get out. Dog's doing me head in. They've got a bit of a dumb level, dogs, and they've already reached it and it's only dinner time, so my patience get a bit short, especially if I'm in pain. But I'm good to me dogs. The dogs get well looked after. Actually, to be honest, if you want to know about Jess and Tiggy, Jess is back at the vet's on Friday. She's had her glands, tried to empty her anal glands. Hope you're not eating at the moment, by the way. It's not a very nice subject to talk about. However, needs doing, and I'm checking her again on Friday. So yeah, I do care for my dogs. I just get short of patience when I'm in leg pain and back pain. Last part of life. And that's just how it is. So then, back onto the allotment. So, you remember, Andy, you need to move this tree. Why? Why do I need to move the two trees that together, the apple and pear trees? Can you remember? Because they wasn't going to blossom. They wasn't going to pollinate. And that's what a good friend Chris Dixon told me. Chris Dixon does landscaping. He's a good guy to know. He comes down here on the allotments and he provides me with some good information. So this is all trial and error, guys, so don't forget, you know, I don't know everything, and it's good to share information, which I'm glad Chris does. So Chris does really help me sometimes, apart from when he's taking the mick or trying to wind me up. But we can all play at that game, can't we? Anyway, so the tree, this is the pear tree. Well, it's one of them, or it's the apple tree, Pink Lady. I think this one's the pear tree because it's got a bit of spikes on it. So this was re-put. I put this into this pot here. So it's in that pot and it's standing nice and firm. And the good news is it's budding. It's actually budding. So, or it's starting to bud. It's showing signs of life anyway. And I thought that I would put... Alright mate, see you later. So also down here, I thought I had the extra garlic, so I put 3 garlic just in there, dumped them in there. Ain't got no particular home, and it's all trial and error for everything. Yeah. So let's have a look at the other tree. So then, alright, I'll have to stand this side. Sorry guys, aiming the camera at the sun doesn't really do me any good, does it? So, here we are, we're back here. In the water, next to the tree that I want to show you, getting covered. Right then, yeah, so here's the other tree. I'm sure this is the apple pink lady tree. It's the only really one that survived out of about 5 of them really, so it is showing signs of budding. Only on the edges of each twig and branch, but it is showing signs of budding. So hopefully good news. Because this hasn't been shocked or anything, this tree. It's the pear tree, the one that's been shocked, that's been dug out by my mate. And we just didn't have much room, and we just thought we'd put it over there in the pot, which is what we did, and it seems to be okay. So this one hasn't been moved, so there's no reason at all why this can't pollinate, well, bud, you know. And I don't really want to walk across there because that's full of water. You can hear me, I'm getting stuck in mud. Should have put your wellies on, Andy. Don't tell Claudia, whatever you do. Yeah. Look at these two here, they make me laugh. You alright? You alright, Jess? You having a sniff sniff? You having a sniff sniff? You are, aren't you? Where's the other one? Look at her. There we are, Tiggers. Star of the show, Tiggy. Yeah, she can be a little bit feisty. So while we're looking down here, we have got some nice mini rose plants there, down there. And they're doing okay. But it's early days. It's only beginning of January. And we've also got Chinese lanterns here. Chinese lanterns. Oh, hello. You can't eat them. Be careful now. You can't eat them. What are you doing? Have you come to be nosy? Huh? You just come to be nosy, ain't you? I was trying to talk about Chinese lanterns there, and you just stole the show. Right, yeah, so Chinese lanterns, they look lovely, don't they? You ought to see them. So they will just end up dispersing, and they will drop into the soil like that, and then they'll spread. So, and that's basically just nature taking its course, really. So yeah, not a lot really to report at the moment. This time of year, it's generally normal. Well, we have had frost. So it's quite a lot of water down here at the moment. So yeah, so I'll give it half hour down here today, and I'm in a bit of pain, so I think I'm just going to call it a day. It's a shame some birds were there then, but I don't want to bore you to death with I mean, you could sit here and watch the birds for ages. It's great. At least they're eating the food anyway. Right, I'm going to do another video later on when I get back. I need to sort myself out first. When I've done the video, I'm going to show you how I germinate my chilli seeds. Yeah, quite important. So there's lots of things to do this time of year. So put your phone down. Yeah, get out of that seat and get down your allotment. Yeah, get down there. Whether you do half an hour like me, I've only been down half an hour, that's it. You go a couple of times a week and you'll be surprised at the amount of stuff that you can get done. So time to go now. So take care, guys. See you on the next video.